Hello friends and students, Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to deliver a lecture on pigments and lung capacities. First, we are going towards the pigments. Pigments are of two types. One is the hemoglobin, another is the myoglobin. Hemoglobin that present in RBCs that is responsible to transport the carbon dioxide and oxygen. Hemoglobin inside the RBC, it possesses four iron and it can transport 4 oxygen molecules. In single RBCs, around about 280 million hemoglobin molecules are present here. So hemoglobin give red color to the blood. When carbon dioxide added with the hemoglobin, that's known as a carbaminohemoglobin. When oxygen is added, that's known as oxyhemoglobin. So carbon dioxide and oxygen both can transported by the help of hemoglobin. One other one is a myoglobin. Myoglobin is present in muscle. Myoglobin present in muscle. It give red color to the muscles. The difference is this one. Hemoglobin is a loose bonding creating structure, a protein with the oxygen, while the myoglobin form tight bonding with the oxygen. It is present in the muscles. Myo means muscle, globin is a protein. It is present in muscles. Hemoglobin is present in RBCs, or we can say the blood. Let's move further. Transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide here we will discuss. Oxygen mostly transported by the help of hemoglobin, while carbon dioxide transported by two main mechanisms. One is by the help of RBCs and other is by the help of plasma. 5% carbon dioxide transported by the help of plasma or water. Plasma water transport carbon dioxide in the presence of sodium. When carbon dioxide reacts with the water, it forms carbonic acid. This carbonic acid breaks into bicarbonate ion and hydrogen ion. This hydrogen ion added into blood. When hydrogen ion added into blood, then breathing rate increase. Because when hydrogen ion and carbon dioxide increase in blood and it pass from the carotid and aortic arch, it give a message to the brain, या medulla oblongata, that increase inhalation and exhalation of body. Carbon dioxide transported by the help of plasma, 5%. 95% transportation of carbon dioxide occur by the help of RBCs. Inside the RBCs, two things are present. One is water that transport carbon dioxide around about 60%. But in the presence of potassium, carbon dioxide, water reacts that form carbonic acid. Carbonic acid break that form carbonate ion, bicarbonate ion and hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion when increase in blood, it give message to the brain for the increase of breathing similarly. While carbonate ion, bicarbonate ion that react with the potassium. Inside the RBCs, potassium ions are involved. While in the plasma, sodium ions. While in the RBCs, that is the potassium ions. Here we can see this one is the cellular level. This one is the cellular level. At this point you can see carbon dioxide release here, and that dissolved into the plasma water, and this one is a carbon dioxide that added into RBCs. Means this one is dissolved with the plasma water, and this one you can see here. This is the RBC. It means this is the tissue level. Means oxygen used into the tissues for the respiration, for the cellular respiration, or we can say for the aerobic respiration. While carbon dioxide release. Now carbon dioxide release that have two mechanisms. One is into the plasma and two ways by the help of RBCs. One, carbon dioxide added with the hemoglobin that transport around about 35%. 35% transportation of carbon dioxide occur by the help of hemoglobin, and that form carb amino hemoglobin. And this mechanism is especially supported by the help of enzyme that's known as a carbonic anhydrase enzyme also. Carbon dioxide react with the water, and it form the carbonic acid. And this is a carbonic acid. This carbonic acid that release hydrogen ion, and this hydrogen ion again that required for the transportation of oxygen also here. So this is a hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ion increase, that is message for the brain to increase the breathing rate. Hydrogen ion decrease, that is message for the brain to decrease breathing rate. Means when we are going towards the exercise, heavy work, any time we are feeling means exhaust. Why? Because hydrogen ions increase. When that pass from the carotid and aortic arch, that can message directly to the brain. Means our chemoreceptor receptors are 24/7 that are in contact with the brain by the help of neurons, and they give message that whatsoever is happening there. So, and by the help of blood stream move toward the alveolar region. This is the alveolar region, RBC. Carbon dioxide release oxygen, and this one is a hemoglobin release. Plasma release carbon dioxide, and hemoglobin release carbon dioxide, and plasma RBC's water release carbon dioxide and add oxygen, and release decrease quantity of hydrogen ion. The hydrogen ion decrease means ultimately you feel relaxed. In next you can see here, this is a summary. Tissues to carbon dioxide, that this is a dissolved form, and this is the hemoglobin, and this one with the hemoglobin, and this is the carbon dioxide with the transportation occur by the help of calcium, potassium, sodium, and etc. These are the minerals that are especially required. But most important one are the two ones according to our text. One is the sodium that work in plasma, and other is potassium that work in RBCs. Inside the RBCs, what is that? Is the potassium ions especially. And this one is a systematic region, means that move into the blood, and blood carry towards the heart, and heart carry towards the lung, and lungs alveolar region. You can see this is the alveolar region. This one is the tissue level. This is the alveolar region. Oxygen diffuse into blood, and carbon dioxide release. Carbon dioxide release from 3 points. Yeah, commonly we can see the two. One is from the plasma, and other is from the RBCs. Inside the RBCs, 2 points are there. One is the hemoglobin, and other is the plasma RBC is water. So carbon dioxide transport, again you can see carbon dioxide transportation occur by the help of RBCs. RBCs about 5%, and 95 transportation occur by the help of RBCs. And lung capacity, you can see this is a tidal volume. Tidal volume, this is a normal inhalation exhalation. Inspiration means extra energy putting and push air into the lungs. And expiratory, and also that's why vital capacity means that's the maximum. When we are pushing air, maximum quantity. That's 1 liter, yeah, 1000 cm cube air always remain inside the lungs, and round about 400 cm cube, 4 liter, we forcefully inhale air, yeah, exhale air. The one is the tidal volume, that's the normal inhalation exhalation, and other is the residual volume, that is the remaining 1 liter air inside the lungs, yeah, 1000 cm cube air in the lungs. And other one is the vital capacity, that is the 4000 cm cube, or we can say the normally 4 liter. So in this way you can see here, so this is the normal condition, residual volume, and this is a male ratio on the VT, and different on the basis of sex conditions, we can say. Again we can say, in the human body, one is the residual volume that always remain inside the lungs, and other is the vital capacity,